As we get on the way here on DFH Stadium, we have on the side of Team Saturn, Jakey and NRR. Meanwhile, for Yeah No Problem, it's SGB taking on Squashy as we are now underway with Jakey getting things started off after the kickoff, looking to tempt that defense there, but Squashy squashes that opportunity right away as SGB takes a shot on goal. Jakey has to make that save, able to do just that. Squashy looks for a pass over to SGB as that goes wayward into the corner. NRR tries to clear it out here. Jakey gets a good demo, which should nullify the attack and turn into offense. He's got a lot of boost for him. The flick! And what a save by Squashy to deny him on the goal line 30 seconds into this one here. A good save that time by NRR as he tried to get this past midfield. Can't get past Squashy though, as Jakey now has that opportunity to take it off the backboard here. Well read by SGB as that gets cleared all the way to the blue side of the field as NRR has some trouble against SGB. Squashy on a shot attempt there, but whiffs it, and now plays the good play there, maintaining possession, allowing for SGB to get another lick on goal there. And the angle's just too tight for him, as that is going to be another opportunity miss. Still scoreless here, 3:45 here in game number 1. Squashy. Past one. Can't get around Jakey though, as that one stays in the orange half of the field. Jakey flicks it. And a good save by Squashy as that one just kind of floated right in front of him there. Dangerous clear. But fortunately, it stays out of the back of the orange net there as NRR keeps the pressure up here for Team Saturn. Both teams have had their opportunities, and that was a good opportunity before Jakey steps in front of it to keep this one level. Now here comes the shot from Jakey, and finally we had the breakthrough goal 3 minutes and 5 seconds into the first game. And it's Jakey taking himself from half court. NRR doing his best to stay out of the way there to let the one go in the back of the net. So good, quick, frenetic pace there leads to the opening goal here for Team Saturn, who does kind of come in as a little bit of the favorite, being currently undefeated in league play. But you know what they say about being currently undefeated? That's only true until somebody beats you. SGB keeps it at midfield here for Squashy. Squashy has an opportunity here to take it waterfalled in, but Jakey cuts the angle off here to make a third save of the game here. Savior medal he earns and keeps it a 1-0 lead halfway through the game now. 2.5 minutes still to play. NRR trying to get past. It does get past SGB, but SGB has Squashy tracking back from him. Both of them in that Dominus. It's a Dominus versus Octane battle here, so a little bit of stylistic differences there. And the shot goes in. Thought that one was going to hit off the crossbar, but instead it just kind of bloops in there. Not the hardest hit shot, but it's just a well-placed shot, and NRR just gets caught up on the lip there, can't read it well, and it's tied up 1-1 with 2 minutes still to play. Team Saturn wins the kickoff here. Immediately try to put pressure on the back line. Squashy loses possession there, looking for a shot there. NRR reads it all the way, and it's well dealt with before it becomes too dangerous. Now Jakey looking for the shot there. Squashy has to make that save, and does so. A savior medal for them as well. A lot of saves coming out from this one here. Pretty clean game overall in this 2v2 matchup here. Not a whole lot of demos yet in this series, but still plenty of time for more demos. I've only, I think, counted one demo in total so far tonight. NRR beat by SGB. Squashy looks for a shot attempt there, but Jakey reads that any given way till Sunday and clears it out. Squashy now drops it into the corner there. Neither team really pressed for time here. Both probably thinking that they are kind of in control of the situation. It does feel like, yeah, no problem, has a little bit more control of the situation right now, but can they maintain their defensive form? They do, as SGB makes a critical save against Jakey there. That one probably should have been in the back of the net there were it not for the excellent defensive positioning on that one. Now Jakey tries to do it himself again. No boost though. Runs out of time as SGB looks to turn the other way now and change the narrative of game number 1. SGB now. Past 1. Squashy beaten there by Jakey. Final few seconds of regulation here. I'm smelling overtime unless somebody can make a heroic play in the final few seconds. Good demo there by Jakey. Leads for an opening. Can they deliver? No. The fake leads to overtime. Jakey, good read off the kickoff there. And oh, that almost goes in the back of the net. Squashy has to collect it here and tries to make a race down the sideline here. Keep possession of the pass over to SGB. Not there as Jakey's able to intercept. Squashy now, and that goes in. Game 1 in favor of Yeah No Problem. And Squashy able to make a great read off the wall for that one. Great goal there. One of my favorite types of goals, again, is get it right off the wall like that. And that's a really good showing there by Yeah No Problem here. As you get 600, a goal, an assist, and 3 saves for Squashy. A goal and 3 saves as well for SGB. They were all over the place. They're working very well here in game number 1. We'll see how they can handle game number 2 against the currently undefeated Team Saturn. We'll see what adjustments Team Saturn is able to make as well, as their backs are kind of against the wall right now. We'll see. And they get 5 saves from Jakey there. You can really see doing the lion's share of the defensive work here. And the only goal for Team Saturn. We'll see if they try to balance the load a little bit more here in game number 2. As they get kicked off. In we go. Game number 2 in this best of 3. Critical point for Team Saturn to keep themselves alive here. If you're Yeah No Problem, hey, you're playing with house money right now. But NRR says, hey, the thing about house money, house always wins. And Team Saturn gets on the board first here. Beautiful little pass in from the corner there. Not well dealt with by SGB, and they pay for it on the backside. Only 15, call it 17 seconds into the game there. So an early response by Team Saturn, trying to set the tone with that early goal. Now Jakey in the corner there, trying to get around Squashy. Squashy doing a really good job, though, of just harassing him there. In the, I think that's the gold dominance there. Trying to flash up, show some flash. You respect the hustle, you respect the drip. And you gotta respect the shots on goal as SGB has to make a save. Drop down from Squashy, not there, though. I like the ideas, the attempts they're making to get each other involved. A shot denied by Jakey. SGB, oh, here comes the shot from Squashy, and that will tie it up there. Beautifully executed there. Just being in the right area, SGB causing problems for Jakey. Jakey has to make the clear, but he clears it right to Squashy. And that is how we get 1-1 with 3:41 still to play here in game 2. Slate's been wiped clean. And now both teams, that energy is going to be a little bit different when you're back on level pegging there. Closely contested game here. Neither side really showing that they are particularly, better than the other one. It's really close here, and here comes SG to get the lead here for no problem. And that's just a clear breakaway goal there. A little overextended on the front foot there is Team Saturn, and they get punished on the back end. .315 still to play here in Game 2. Now Jakey, long searching pass, does not find his teammate. His NRR cycles back behind him. Squashy looking for the pass. Jakey, good defense there to get out to midfield, and SGB able to recover. No problem on the attack right now. Looking for that wall connection as they just continue to pin their ears back, trying to create that as much pressure as they can. SGB went back for boost. Now looking for the double tap. Doesn't connect cleanly, and Jakey's able to clear it. Team Saturn have got to wrestle this ball away, and they're able to do so just now. Missed time by SGB. Able to clear it for now. But they get bumped and taken away all the boost. But this is a pinch and a half from across the world to make it 3-1. That's so unlucky, bro. I have to agree there with Squashy. That is incredible. Sometimes that do be how the ball bounces, though. And a 3-1 lead with 2 minutes and change still to play here. If you are, no problem. At this point, you got to be thinking, hey, possession is going to win you this game here. Try to keep it out of your opponent's wheels. Just continue. Like, you don't even have to put shots on goal. Just try to make sure that you're getting more of that ball than they are. Challenge everything there. Keep them under pressure. That's the best way to kind of keep them from really getting too many attacks. But this is going to be another save by Jakey. Incredible. Gets the respect from Squashy on that one as well. Well-earned respect for that incredible save. Squashy shows his thanks by giving him a good little demo there. Love a cheeky demo play. Now this is SGB off the backboard here. Squashy denied by the crossbar. Now NRR trying to do everything they can. Look for that pass. Nope. Denied off the backboard. The double commit, dangerous there, but not punished this time. However, it is kind of do or die time for Team Saturn as there's 1 minute remaining. They are down by 2 goals, 30 seconds, a goal just to tie it up. They got to start acting with a little more impotence, a little more fervor. Just a little more frenetic, and that can lead to mistakes if you're not careful. This is a tier 3 matchup here, so they do have some individual skills, and Squashy shows them off there as he's able to just cherry pick that one off the back line here. Lets it roll over the car, drop in, and NRR cannot make that save. A 3-goal deficit. Very hard to overcome with 36 seconds left to play. Another shot opportunity denied by Jakey this time. NRR doesn't have much boost to work with here, but he's going to try to do their best they can. Waterfall's out. Jakey has to fall back to try to recover it there. But Squashy looking for the opportunity. And SGB denies it there. As we go ahead into the final few seconds, it looks like it is going to be game, set, match. And your winners tonight in this first matchup here is going to be, no problem. Unless it was the best of 5, of course, but because that's what I would say if it was the best of 3. It is the best of 5, though, because I have eyes and can see the scoreboard. But no problem. Taking 2-game lead now in this best of 5. Say, folks, we want to make sure that you're awake here, right? Like, am I awake? Are you awake? We all got to make sure we're awake here. And I certainly hope that Team Saturn at this point has to be feeling a little bit more awake now. They've gotten 2 games taken from them here. You look at that scoreline, hat trick there for Squashy. And, they didn't really have to do a whole lot of defense there. 2 saves for No Problem in that entire game. Now we go to game number 3, the crux of a best of 5. If you win game 3, you are more likely to win the entire series, is what I usually like to say. Some quick maths there. Of course, don't forget, folks, as we go through these ones, we have a new program here rolling out, which is the play of the night. So, what happens there is we are looking for the best plays of the night, and it might be from this series here. We don't know yet. We're not going to know until, the other night, and probably even until tomorrow, right? But hey, you show up on that play of the night there, you're going to earn yourself some fresh little Rocket League credits if you get chosen there. So that's it. What we're trying to do, we're just trying to encourage you. Hey, we want y'all to pop off. You're on stream, pop off. Show us the best that you can be. If you think that you can get and earn those Rocket League credits. But here we are, game number 3 in this best of 5. Can Team Saturn make it a reverse sweep? Because that's what they need to do now in order to win this series. Not an easy task, but fortunately for them, it is a 2v2 situation here. 2v2, chaos is a little more supreme here, I say. And I am one that loves chaos. So that is what's so great about the 2v2 is that, sometimes weird stuff happens, and it happens a lot more often in 2v2. So that they do have that going for them here, but again, No Problem is no pushover right now. And they are feeling energized after winning the first 2 games here. Looking for that sweep. Squashy gets on the board with her first goal of game 3. Just a good little read there. Nice takeaway in the attacking third. And it's an early lead. 45 seconds in. Now Jakey. Misreads it there. Loses control. Gives it right back to SGB. That will happen. You see a null demo gets thanked for his service. Thank you for the pass. Here's a demo. Some would call it Savage. I just call it Rocket League. Missing off the wall there. Leads for Squashy to get around 1. Into the side here. He's going to give up control to SGB. As NRR tracks back and gets it there. Now we're getting a little chippy. See it, a little return the favor demo there. As they double commit here in the corner. A little bump to your teammate to say, hey, appreciate the save, but I thought I had it. It do be happening that way. Good little blooper here off the backboard. Can they get it? No, NRR says, as they are able to sweep it out from underneath them. But Squashy, ooh, that was dangerous. A nice little touch there, deft touch. As NRR misreads it off the ceiling. Didn't quite have the legs for that ceiling flick. Would have been sick if they did, though. Jakey, Squashy's there, though. Probably the best opportunity in this game here for Team Saturn. As they are still trailing in this one. They've been trailing throughout, I think, most of these games. I'm trying to remember if they had a lead in game number 1. I don't believe so. They did have the lead, I'm told, in game number 1. So they did have that opening goal, but since then, they have not had a lead since that first game. Which does kind of tell you a little bit how that momentum's shifting right now and swinging. It's swinging pretty hard in favor of Yano. Got that lead, 2 minutes to play here. And they're trying to do a good job controlling it here. Is there a trick up the sleeve for Team Saturn? Squashy trying to dribble it past Jakey. SGB picks it up, looks for the flick. NRR's there. The demo, Jakey on Squashy. Back into the blue half of the field it goes. Squashy looking for the pass. Interrupted by Jakey. Collects a little bit of boost there. Tries to set it up for NRR, but SG reads it there. Trying to break up that tack there. The long nose of that Dominus proving to be effective against this double octane of Team Saturn. As we are in the final minute of regulation here in Game 3. This Week 3 matchup. NRR clears it into the corner there. Misread, though, by Squashy. This should be NRR's chance to go for it, but SGB gets there in time. Had all the boost in the world to streak in to keep it from going in the back of the net. Final 30 seconds on the clock here. Squashy with the redirect off frame, but into the corner, wasting more time there. Forcing Jakey. Trying to use as much boost as he can. Loses control of the ball there. NRR. Can he get around Squashy? Not going to happen here. Final few seconds of regulation. Can Team Saturn tie it up? They will not. Yeah, no problem. Takes the match in a sweep. 3-0. What a play there. Squashy and SGB able to break out the Dominus and able to tie up their records against Team Saturn. Both teams now on the season, 2-1 on that season there. And I think honestly, out of these ones, Squashy was really kind of all over the place. SGB had a lot there as well, but I think Squashy does kind of edge as far as my personal MVP here. As we are going to go ahead and see if we get a little some words from SGB. Welcome, SGB, to the stream. How do you feel about that victory tonight?
I feel like we settled in after the first 30 seconds of the first game and just put it together between the two of us, and then I almost missed a horrendous save. But thankfully my my boys were there to help me out, so it's all good. It was a good fun game.
Absolutely. You and Squashy certainly able to do a lot of work there after getting kind of punched in the mouth there by Team Saturn in that first game. But since then, you just kind of took control, got that equalizing goal there, and never really looked back. You didn't give up you didn't allow them to retake the lead throughout that series. What was that like?
It was nice to keep control. We kept I think we kept mid control really well and kept the boost out of their hands for the most part. And I thought Jake was their go-to. So we just tried to shut them down as much as we could, and it ended up working in our favor the whole way through.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting there, seeing you had both teams had one player with a 3-letter name and another player that ended in an E there. So that was kind of fun to see that dynamic there, and it got a little chippy certainly at the end of Game 2 and into Game 3. A lot more demos. Were you trying to rely on that demo play a little more often as the series wore on, or was that just kind of like natural part of the ebb and flow?
A little more natural part of the ebb and flow. It was more so just to buy some time for the other guy getting back. So for us, it's always if it's there, you can take the demo, but we don't go searching. That's not our play style.
Okay. Hey, yeah. To each their own. To each their own. But hey, now you've been able to get yourself back in the black, so to speak. There, back over 500 on the season. Now sitting at 2-1, and certainly that's got to be pretty exciting for you. It probably leaves you with a good momentum lift there. Like, what is that? How's that really set you up, prepare you for the rest of the season?
Hey, just like you said, keep the momentum rolling, and that's the big thing. We did not perform well in our first game. We had the jitters. It's the first time we played in a season in probably 2 years now. So getting back into the swing of things, and I think we're going to keep the momentum rolling forward and have some fun with it.
Fantastic. One last thing I do want to know, when from your perspective, what would you really call like your favorite moment of that series there? Because I know we're certainly looking at some of those plays of the night there. What would you say is probably your favorite moment of that entire series?
You know what? I'm gonna give that moment to our opponents. Some of those saves they made in game 2 were just nuts. Jake up in the top corner blocking Squashy's shot was, probably one of it's frustrating, but it's cool to watch and give them props where it's due.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that was a really good dynamic to really see that back and forth. But ultimately, you guys do get that win there. Hopefully, you're able to kind of continue that momentum. Momentum can be a fickle thing, so I wish you guys best of luck through the rest of the season there, and you're able to continue with improving on this result.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, and thanks for hosting season 0. We're having a good time.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was SGB, folks. A wonderful performance by him and by Squashy. And, performance works in so many ways, and that's kind of why we want to talk about today's sponsor, Skill Quest. If you guys love Rocket League and are interested in coding, you can win money by learning to build a bot that plays Rocket League. Skill Quest that plays Rocket League. Skill Quest is hosting a bot design competition for those who want to take a course on how to build a Rocket League bot. Through the course, you'll learn how to program in Python, and at the end of the summer, you'll compete for over $2,000 in cash and prizes. Sign up on the Skill Quest website and make sure to say League OS sent you. Use command !SkillQuest in the chat to learn more information, folks. So !SkillQuest in the chat there. Leads you all the information there. Find out yourself. And I think we should have an opportunity to speak from somebody from Skill Quest after the break, folks. And we'll also have more matches of Rocket League because this is season 0 of LOS Champ, folks. We got all sorts of stuff for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.